We currently have fallen in love with his tweets on Twitter. Anand Mahindra keeps sharing advice, extending help, and also dog posts. Apart from making Twitter India fall in love with him, what are his business achievements? In this video, we cover Anand Mahindra's success story. Keep watching. Part 1. The Mahindra History. Anand Gopal Mahindra was born into the third generation of the industrialist family to Harish and Indira Mahindra. He is the grandson of the co-founder of Mahindra and Mahindra Group, Jagdish Chandra Mahindra. Initially known as Muhammad Mahindra, the company was founded for steel trading in 1945. Unfortunately, due to the partition, their partner MG Muhammad decided to immigrate to Pakistan and later even went to become its first finance minister. This prompted the brothers Harikrishnan and Jayakrishnan to change the name of the company to Mahindra and Mahindra. The brothers saw an opportunity in manufacturing Jeep and partnered with Willys Overland, who had also produced the vehicles for World War II. The company came to be well known as a Jeep and truck producer. But how did Mahindra and Mahindra go from producing Jeeps to operating in aerospace, finance, insurance, agribusiness, components, defense, energy, construction equipment, farm equipment, leisure, hospitality, industrial equipment, information technology, logistics, real estate, and retail? Phew, that was a long list. The answer to this question is Anand Mahindra. Part 2. Anand Mahindra joins Mahindra and Mahindra. After receiving a degree in architecture and an MBA from the Harvard Business School, Anand Mahindra decided to return to India and work for Mahindra and Mahindra. A fun fact not known to many is that he and Bill Gates were classmates at Harvard. The company was then run by his uncle Keshav Mahindra. As a Harvard graduate and part of the Mahindra family, Anand found an easy way into the company, but everything was uphill from here. He joined Mahindra Eugene Steel Company, Moscow in 1981 as an executive assistant. Here Anand played an important role in the Moscow's expansion into the real estate and hospitality sector. Anand Mahindra worked his way up to the ladder and was appointed as the president and deputy managing director in 1989. Part 3. Challenges faced by Anand Mahindra. Bharat Doshi recalls that his boss probably faced one of the biggest challenges when the 36-year-old Anand Mahindra was sent to work at Mahindra and Mahindra's Kandivali factory in 1991. Mahindra met with striking workers who had surrounded his office and wouldn't stop at anything. His response may surprise you as he made it clear to the mob, which could turn violent, that unless the workers go back to the work and increased productivity, there will be no Diwali bonus. This was necessary for the company as 1991 stood for liberalization and, in other words, increased opportunity and competition. Doshi, the group chief financial officer, noticed that post this the productivity gains of the company rose from 50% to 150%. Part 4. Anand Mahindra facing setbacks. Building a car from scratch in India was a challenge as the Mahindra group lacked the technology and the management expertise. To achieve this, they decided to enter into a joint venture with Ford, but sadly the Escort car failed once it hit the market. Although the car flopped, but what came next would define Mahindra and Mahindra's legacy in the Indian market. Anand Mahindra, now the managing director, decided to lead the company into once again producing vehicle, but this time without a joint venture. This would seem like a suicide mission for a company whose product has just failed even after working with Ford. Using the same team of 300 that has worked on the Escort and hiring talents like Pawan Goenka, Mahindra decided to build the vehicle from scratch. The result of this gamble is what we today know as the Scorpio. The SUV took the market by storm, and what is even more surprising is that it was created with a project cost of just Rs 550 crore. This was a tenth of the cost it would take any other large manufacturer to create it. Scorpio was a hit and was even exported to Western Europe and Africa in the years to come. The SUV was so successful that it even captured a 36% market share in the utilities vehicle segment. In comparison, Tata only had 4.9% market share. The SUV also set the stage for the other MUVs and SUVs launched by the company like the Xylo and XUV 500. Part 5. Rebranding Mahindra. In 2009, Mahindra and Mahindra was the part of the top business names in India. It was during this time that Anand Mahindra met with Scott Goodson. Goodson's observations found that even though the managers at Mahindra felt that they were working for a higher purpose, this aim was not still crystal clear among them. Mahindra's core purpose at the time was to prove that Indians are second to none. But after several acquisitions in Germany, Korea, and China, this purpose would not relate to everyone within the company. Instead of sitting on these laurels, Mahindra understood that it was time to adapt. After months of research, the slogan Rise was adopted. Acquisitions. If one takes a look at the history of Mahindra and Mahindra, it would be easy to point out that the company has relied to some extent upon growing inorganically. These include successful acquisitions like Swaraj Tractors, Reva Electric Car Company, Satyam Computer Services, Peugeot Motorcycles, SsangYong Motors, and Pininfarina SPA. Part 6. Anand Mahindra's Philanthropy. What could be possibly Anand Mahindra's biggest achievement is the Nanhi Kali project, which he started in 2009. The NGO supports education for underprivileged girls in India. Over the last 2 decades, the project has happily reached out to over 330,000 unprivileged girls. Anand Mahindra stepped down as the executive chairman and became non-executive chairman of the Mahindra & Mahindra in April 2020. His legacy with Mahindra still grows as the company is now one of the biggest names in India. Under his leadership, the revenues of the company grew over 60 times from Rs 1,520 crores in 1991 to Rs 96,241 crores in 2020. What more proof does one need? That's all for this video. I hope you found it interesting. If you liked it, please hit the like button and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting stock market related videos. Thank you.